Hi everybody, it's Christina Quick, the Tarot Biz Mentor from the Profitable Psychic Business Academy. Welcome to the next video in our series of how to work with crystals with your new moon magic manifestations. So in the last two videos, the first video we talked about 5 different crystals to use in general for just moon magic or to put on your moon magic altar. And then in the last video, we talked about crystals, 5 crystals that you can use during the new moon. It's really good for building up energy and magnetizing yourself and things like that. Now, I want to talk about 5 crystals that you can utilize during the full moon or during any type of protective or healing type of work. So the first one that I use in full moon magic is Tourmaline, and I love the rough tourmaline. Rough tourmaline is one of my favorite crystals. I know it looks kind of silly, kind of looks like coal, right? But tourmaline, especially black tourmaline, is excellent for removing negative frequencies. So there's going to be different types of negativity that I'm going to talk about today and different crystals for those specific types of negativity. But this tourmaline, black tourmaline, especially the rough stuff, is excellent for removing negative frequencies, okay? And this could be a bombardment of psychic energy. This could be psychic vampirism. This could be all of the EMFs and all of the electromagnetic fields. So if you feel like you are ungrounded and you feel like your magnetic field, like your or what we call aura, you know, psychics call aura, it's the EMF field, our EMF field. If you're feeling ungrounded in your EMF field, you're feeling shaky or things like that, tourmaline, black tourmaline is always an excellent one to use and to hold next to your body and to put on your moon manifestation altars when you're doing any type of healing or protective or releasing type of work. And it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous stone. The next one I want to talk about is Obsidian. And this is actually a little cat carving, which is one of my spirit helpers. I have a Black Panther spirit helper, and she helps me a lot when it comes to doing any type of healing work, especially on other people. So I work with her. She is my guardian when I'm doing any type of shamanic like healing or doing an extraction or investigation or anything like that. When I'm investigating energies or I'm, it's kind of like a protective piece for me. So, but you don't have to use, a kitty, or you don't have to use a carving of your spirit helpers. You can just use regular obsidian. But obsidian is a beautiful, beautiful stone. I think it's a volcanic ash made out of volcanic. It's something that has to do with volcanoes. But what it is it's a very protective stone. Nothing is getting past you if you have obsidian on. It's an absorber. So in crystals, some crystals will project energy and some crystals absorb energy. Black tourmaline and obsidian are absorbers, which means that any type of negative sorcery, any type of negative energy, any type of demonic forces or low vibrational entities, if you have obsidian with you on your moon altar or your healing altar, those things will get trapped inside your obsidian. Obsidian and tourmaline are ones that you do need to cleanse a lot, and I usually just smoke cleanse mine. I usually use frankincense or myrrh or Palo Santo. I don't really like sage because sage, it gives me a headache when I burn it. I don't know what that says about me, but so I really like to use Palo Santo and frankincense and myrrh, and I'll usually just light an incense or light a cone and just kind of go around it and cleanse it every now and again. You don't want to stick these crystals in water. No, if you are going to use crystals in water using moon water, moon magic water, stick to quartz. But things like this, you might not want to stick in there. Because the idea is that they're absorbing energy, right? So it needs a place to go. I guess you could pour the water out, but then you'd have to look and see how the hardnesses of obsidian. And I know definitely tourmaline, rough tourmaline, you don't want to stick in water because they can disintegrate and things like that. But obsidian, really good one. And if you can find an obsidian carving with one of your spirit helpers, then that would be even a bigger bonus, because she kind of stands on my healing altar and she kind of like watches, and she's kind of like the guard of it, if that makes sense. Let's see. So the other one I like to use, oh, and I don't have a jet on me, but jet is also a good one. It's similar to obsidian, but jet is very, very similar to that. So that's the third one, is jet. Obsidian and jet kind of have like an interchangeable, sort of energy. So the fourth one is hematite. So now, okay, you're probably thinking, what the heck, right? Because we talked about hematite with the new moon, and we talked about allowing it to magnify your point of attraction. So what I like to use with hematite when it comes to healing and protective and more like gray or even darker magic type of workings with the full moon is I work with hematite as a way for things to bounce off of me. So what I use it and magnetize. So what you can do is you can take your hematite during the full moon and kind of rub it just around your body, around your aura, while imagining all of the negative energies are going to be absorbed into the hematite. Okay. Again, this is an absorber. So you're kind of seeing this pattern here, right? Where the new moon, we're using a lot of quartz-based crystals, which are projecting out, right? And then we have during the full moon, I use a lot of absorbing type of crystals to absorb negative energy. But hematite is also a really terrific one to utilize. It's also a good one to wear a lot. I have many, many hematite necklaces and bracelets. I love hematite because it's very versatile. It can either repel or it can magnify things to you, and you can use the magnification in different ways. So in the new moon video, I talked about how to use it to magnify your intentions towards you, and be more magnetic to money. But you can also use this in the magnetism of hematite in a way where you want the intention to be that it's clinging on to negative things, or it's attracting negative things to it. Okay. And this is another one that needs to be cleansed quite a bit. All right. So these are two really adorable little palm stones I got. Again, these are from Kat at Seeking Wealth. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you Kate. This is called Terawite, and these are stones that's relating to breaking fears. Okay, I want to show you this because it's really, really beautiful. If you can see this inside here, it's got like quartz inclusions, and it's got did I do it right? There we go. And it's got like darker purples. It's got lighter purple. It's got a lot of beautiful purple in there. It kind of reminds me of fluorite, but as far as energy goes, but I would say it's like fluorite's bigger sister that can kick your butt, if that makes sense. And like this one right here, see how it's got like inclusions of really beautiful dark crystals in there, and it's more on the whiter side. So these are really awesome to use when you are releasing fears, or when you're needing to be brave, or you're needing to conquer something, right? So Terawite is really, really good for that. And this is actually a new stone for me. I just found this stone as of last year, and I really like to use them to meditate with them, especially getting them in the palm stone size where you can hold them. And I kid you not, guys, like when I'm doing my any type of shamanic work or something like that, I will typically put these in my hands, and I can just feel my hands literally start vibrating. And they just make you braver, they make you stronger, and they help you release fear, and they help you also tap into higher vibrational frequencies. So I hope that you like this video, and I hope that this has given you some things to think about. If you have any of these crystals, let me know and tell me about how you're using them in your moon magic manifestations, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.